Also, real quick, we're gonna do. I can show you the proof later on when we go to the treasure room, but I will be showing you how to get the 5 books, the 5 Headless Monkey Captain's books. So the first playthrough took an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes. And I was like, I'm not cutting this up. I'm gonna go through it a second time. I had already 100% of it. I'm going through a second time for you guys for books. This is the third time. The second time, I will show you the proof when we get to the treasure room later on during this quest, these steps. I went through the second time, recorded everything, realized at the end when I was going back to render and cut out pieces that my mic was disconnected at some point at the very beginning of it, about like 2 minutes in. So I had I decided to, instead of doing voiceover, we're going through a third time. So if you guys like this, tell me, like the video. I will see you guys when we get there. Basically, we're gonna run through the beginning point, successfully navigate through Dead Man's Grotto. So after we get to the Cursed Captain, I will start talking about the books. These 5 books I recommend doing first, because if you don't do these 5 books first, after a certain step through the main quest, you will not be able to do this anymore. So I recommend doing these 5 first, but it's a big step quest line type thing. It's like a side quest in here. So I will see you guys when we get there. Okay, well, we are here. So we're doing the books of the 5, the Headless Monkey Captain, the 5 journals. So it involves a couple of quests. So first we're gonna get his head. We're gonna do a few steps on the way there, but I'm gonna fast forward most of this. So I'm gonna meet you over when we get to the pulley system. But you want to basically follow the path to get to the head. I think at the beginning I said you're going to complete a couple commendations while doing this. I will probably put them in from the original video when we do commendations. Okay. Okay, so when we're up here, we're gonna do something for a future step of this monkey head. So you want to place these 2 somewheres around here, because there's a cave there. There's a piece in there that we have to collect. But first we're getting the head and doing some stuff. Okay, now we need a cage key. Cage key is in here to free him. Run up here, lower said. Once you have the cage key, you can go free him. If you're doing the main quest, you're not going to do this. Okay. But when he's doing this, you can let him talk. We can't do much here, but you want to bring him to the back of the ship. So if you're going to the tavern, it's to the left here. But you want the skull over here, because the one step that you cannot do if you've completed the quest line is you need the skull here. We're gonna light this to get this ready. Now we're gonna go over and find Dougie. So if you go into the tavern and you run up to the top of this instead, in the captain's quarters is a candle. Light the candle, they will show you X on the map. Look at the high graphic map. So I'm gonna just show you where it is. My map probably won't load. This is the 3rd time doing it. So it's not loading correctly. But basically you want to head over to this. I am recording. Oh, you're right. Okay. You want to head over here to where the ship is, but once you see the gold, follow the gold. The gold will lead you to Poor Dougie, which I believe is the first commendation for this side step. Once you get to the shovel, dig. You're going to dig up Poor Dougie. Don't worry about the cursed captain talking in the background. Light the lantern. Here's your treasure. And you can sit here and wait for him to talk. He's going to tell you about his lost treasure. We're going to go get that now. You can sit here and let him fully talk. He's going to talk about how his treasure got stolen and he needs it back. So, his subtitles are down there. But you basically want to head back to where we started climbing to free the captain. And you want to light three lanterns. Basically, walk across the mast. And then there's a drop down point right here. Drop down, light this one, and then these two. Then, from here, jump down, run around the back side over here. Open the door. And now open the curtains. Now, move the magnifying glass. It's going to show you an X. That is over by the tavern. Poor Dougie is finally done talking. So, when you run over the tavern, it's not in front of the tavern. It is by these planks. And this will be Poor Dougie's treasure. You'll get commendation for it. And all that. I will probably put up commendations that I got from the first one. But this is Poor Dougie's treasure.
What's wrong? Don't tell me you forgot all about me.
Your best part is probably listen to his full thing because that didn't trigger properly. So there might be a problem there, but I recommend listening to it all because his story in that is awesome. But this is the third time running through, so he's gonna give you his key. You're gonna open up. You're gonna get one of the two things you need for where we left the captain's skull. But you want to bring the medallion, Dougie's medallion, over to where we left the captain's skull.
This be the most rotten, run-down rat trap in a whole filthy pirate town.
Okay, now back over to where we did the pulley system.
Did we get separated? Well, this is a fine Headless splash tails.
We're gonna come back for that. But jump over here, jump in here. Open the door, and then you got Captain Bone's special rum.
Follow the sound of me voice.
Yeah, some of this isn't triggering correctly. I think that's only because I'm rushing through this. But there will be commendations popping up. I will show you them from the original video. But you want to refill his tankard.
God, I couldn't sink any lower.
We'll refill.
Going it alone? That be Captain Bones for ye. Oh,
This is where the medallion comes in.
Now there's an idea. How about we show them how it's done? Stick me on old Bonesy's shoulders and I'll win the game for us. Hang it all. It's been so long I forgot about the house rules. We'll need to find something of special value, a trinket or similar, as a buy-in before we can play. Bells and barnacles! Is that the best ye can do? Well then, the rook goes to Queen's Knight 3. And that, matey, check. Which means the contents of the pot mine.
Okay, so
My fancy kid, I'll be bound it leads to treasure. Sore loser. No matter. Never could play worth spit. Let's take this key and find the ship it opens.
okay, so this leads to that door. The treasure inside the quarters that this key opens. You can pick up the treasure. I'll be showing you the treasure I picked up the first time, second time, and this time. So when we open the door, I'll show you the first time, and then the second time, and then I'll show you this one. So, but you want, I recommend doing all this before even getting to the lighthouse, if you'll, because, actually I don't know. So, as for the main books, and the quest line, get this all done. So, I will see you guys here in a second. Oh, we can. Yeah, let's take the treasure. So, you guys just watch me pick up the gold the first two times. It seems like every single time you'll pick up gold. It seems less and less every time you do it. My only guess is maybe it just varies on attempt. Okay, now when you're up here, you want to basically turn the sails. Just turn it until it stops itself. Once it stops itself, you're good to go. Your next step is to activate the lighthouse and put get the beam to hit this beacon over here, and that will open the passage to the 5 books, which I will cut in the 5 books the first time. The passage is over there. I'll show you guys when we get there. Otherwise, let's go grab his skull. Also, I want to try something with his skull. We have it. Yeah, so if you're doing the main quest, your goal is to bring him up to the lighthouse. Bring the skull to the top of the lighthouse. But he will open the passage.
But I can still put the fear into them what knows me. I know you can hear me, ye cowardly curs. Drop what you're doing and get this bridge in order. We've a ferry to catch.
I wonder what happens if we put him in the chest.
I suppose I should tell you the story. For when we sailed into the Sea of the Damned, it were a happy accident.
Oh, we can't.
We were fleeing our enemies with a whole pack full of their plunder. By and by, me crew starts to grumble about returning to the living world. But I
Okay, so
stayed with me loot for all eternity.
you have to go put him up top.
Rather than risk it out on the waves.
He will talk a little bit. We go put him up top.
sure the ferryman wouldn't come and part me from me loot. Now, I'm not what you'd call knowledgeable about contracts and whatnot. If I can borrow a body, I might be able to help. See if you can't set me down on that headless heap of bones over there. Ah, new body at last.
He's gonna talk a little bit more, and then we can like this.
They say beggars can't
So,
be choosers. There, it's just like sailing a sloop. You'll never forget how. Now, let's see if we can't find some clue as to set this place ablaze once more. First, see if you can't light the brazier with that fancy flame of yours. Of course, lighting up the town is all
okay,
well
so
and good, but you'll need to point your flame out to sea if we're to call the
real quick to explain this, the left one turns it left and right, and the right one turns it up and down. So like this,
the way. Do I think it looked better in the dark?
you go here
Now,
would be to light the 3 beacons here, those 2 and the one up top, if you're doing the main quest. But since we're doing the side quests, you want to stop it about right here.
so that's the answer. All those years spent in the cave.
He's going to talk about how he was trying to think of how to open that for the longest time when he's locked. So you can bring his skull when he has the key in the mouth back over to said place, and you'll get extra dialogue. But from this point on, I'm gonna quickly say something. We're gonna run down and do that. I'll show you where it is. Once we hit the gateway, you're gonna get my first playthrough when I got there and found the 5 books. But I will be showing you where all 5 books are. Basically, this was a huge just side quest to get to the 5 books. So after you've done and lit in that beacon, okay, so over here at the beginning of the place, instead of walking where you usually do, there's a side path over here with a bridge. This opens up once you do it. You'll get the title as soon as you cross this. You'll get the journal update. But basically, from this point on, I'm gonna show you my path when I get over here from my first playthrough, and I'll show you where the 5 books are, and then I'll cut back to this when we do the outro. So here we go. Select. Okay, here's one book on the ship. Here's a second book next to the captain. Here's a third book down by the light. If you want, when you get here, you can read them yourselves. I'm not going to read through them. My parrot is stuck. Real quick. Okay. One there. One there. One there. Ah. I guess. This goes around the back. And here is the 4th book. And then finally the 5th book over here. And that's all 5 books of the Headless Monkey. So, it takes a little bit. It takes a good quest. Good side quest to get here. But those are all 5 books of the Headless Monkey. If you guys like the video, give a like. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep up with all the content. Otherwise, on the way to getting this, we did get the commendations for Raising the Dead, Treasure of the Dead, A Powerful Thirst, A Ship of Thieves, and Secret of the Grave.
Well, who knew something like this was hidden away back here for all these years? With a nose for treasure that reminds me of, well, me.
Okay, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did enjoy the video, give a like. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep up with all the content. I'll say right now, the Tall Tale number 2 is gonna take a while because I can't get it done. I haven't been able to get it done at all because every time I go there, there's about 3 or 4 ships and they just keep bombarding me, or either I get down there and the rooms, they don't work when you have multiple crews down there doing it. At the same time, you kind of get sometimes you can get blocked down there. Otherwise, that was the 5 books of the Tall Tale of the Pirate's Life. That was the 5 journals of the Headless Monkey's captain. If you guys like the video, like. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep up with all the content. Otherwise, I think we're 5 or 6 subscribers away. When we hit 2,000 subscribers, we'll be doing 2 gift card giveaways. So I recommend subscribing also to keep up with all content. I'll be doing guides for all the books. Each books, if it's 5 or 10, each one will be separate from each chapter, and then there'll be a guide for each chapter. And then at the very end, after we have all book guides, I will put them all together for a combined video for all Tall Tale. All 5 Tall Tales. I did it for the 9 Tall Tales. So, for the time being, this is where we're ending it. Hope you guys did enjoy, and hopefully I do see you guys next video. I probably already said this, but I'll say it one more time. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Wherever you are, just have a good day, and peace.